Hi, I'm Catrina Demonteverde with IdeateTV, and I have the author Chad Stroup here, and he has a couple of his books in front of us. Chad, how did you get started as an author?
Well, I used to write a lot when I was a kid, but never really took it seriously, and eventually decided I wanted to start pursuing it seriously as I got older. Went back to grad school, got a master's degree in creative writing, and my master's thesis was my first novel, Secrets of the Weird. So yeah, I've been publishing books and short stories and whatnot since then.
So tell us about that first book.
That first book is about a transgender ex-prostitute and a bunch of other misfits of society trying to navigate life in a strange city. And it would appeal to fans of Clive Barker, Neil Gaiman, David Lynch. It's very surreal horror.
Got it. And what's your inspiration behind that book, or your genre in general?
Just to do something very left of center with horror. You know, it's very bizarre and not what you would normally expect when you hear horror. And that's really essentially what I write. It's not. A lot of people think Stephen King, or they think slashers. I'm like, no, my stuff is a little more odd.
Give us an example. When you say odd, what are you referring to?
Like I brought up David Lynch earlier, Twin Peaks, or David Cronenberg, his films like Videodrome and The Fly. I mean, those are very influential on me, the body horror stuff. Also, I'm very influenced by music growing up in the punk rock scene. That has really kind of given me a different sort of attitude to my writing, and sort of just like, I'm going to throw at you whatever I want to throw at you.
Got it. And then do you ever get writer's block whenever you're creating your new book?
I don't really believe in writer's block. I mean, there's days when I just don't feel up to it for whatever reason because of, external factors, but you got to push it out of you. Even if what you're pushing out of you at that moment is the worst thing you've ever written, you're going to be able to fix it later most of the time. So I don't believe in writer's block.
Do you have a perfect setting that like to get your mind going on writing your next novel? Like, what is your perfect setting?
Leaving me alone and playing music.
What type of music?
Usually loud and obnoxious.
Okay, got it.
It just depends. Whatever I pull next off of my rack of records.
Wonderful. So if somebody wanted to find your book, where would they find it?
You can find it on Amazon or order it from your local bookstore, preferably. If you're in San Diego, which is where I'm from, get it at Mysterious Galaxy. They have both of my books, Secrets of the Weird and Sexy Leper. I know Dark Delicacies had my first book, but I haven't been up there for a signing for the new book yet. But yeah, Dark Delicacies in Burbank has that. But you can also get them straight from the publishers, Gray Matter Press and Journalstone Publishing.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.
It was good meeting you.
Thanks.
I'm Catrina Demonteverde with IdeateTV.